Welcome in today, you guys. It is a beauty empties video. We are going to be talking about all of the beauty empties that I have used up in the last couple of months. Can't remember when I did the last one. I want to say it was like 3 or 4 months ago when I posted my last beauty empties video, but I have been testing a ton of new stuff. I'm actually really excited to film this video today because I feel like I am getting a better sense of what I like best and how it works for me. I have some stay away froms and I have some recommendations for you guys today. It's mostly like hair care, skincare, a lot of just like beauty empties. I do have some makeup items with a couple of thoughts, so let's just jump right in. I have broken this up into categories, you guys. I want to talk about hair care first. So I have two giant beasts sitting here right in front of me. I have the It's a 10 Blow Dry Miracle Glossing Glaze. This is the conditioner and this is the shampoo. I really like It's a 10 products generally. I've been using their hair masks for probably a year now. I like them. I have used some of their like leave-in conditioners, bought them and given them to my daughter. I have used some of their other products in the past. I saw these at TJ Maxx for $34.99. It says compare at $69. I'm always looking for something that really smooths my hair. I like the way it looks when my hair is very thin, straight, glossy, shiny, just not a lot of extra volume. I like when my hair just kind of lays flat because my hair just is so thin anyway. I just feel like that's the way it looks best. So the Miracle Glossing Shampoo sounded great to me. It looked like a ton of product. Right now, the 10 fluid ounces retails, I want to say on the It's a 10 website for $26 a piece. But these are 33.8 fluid ounces. They're supposed to have shine and gloss, condition, split ends, create a silky feel, heat and humidity protectant, enhance comb through, reduce frizz, UV protection. Like, sounds great. A couple of things. The consistency on these was so weird. When I put them in the shower, the first thing my husband did was ask me like, Carrie, did you feel those? Have you tried those yet? And I was like, yeah, why? And he looked at me like, guys, they are like literal goop. They're basically like slime. The shampoo is like cloudy, kind of, you know, it kind of looks like, you know what it kind of looks like? And that's why my husband gave me that look like, Carrie, did you use these yet? The shampoos seem to lather okay. It's not a high lathering product. Yes, it's very sticky. It's very goopy. It's basically like liquid slime. It was kind of weird. Both of them had that consistency. I mean, I get it if they're going for like a glossy finish, but the problem was they just didn't leave my hair super silky. I feel like they added frizz to my hair. I felt like I was just adding extra oils to my hair, at least from like here down, so that I could reduce a lot of the frizz. Just didn't really seem to work. So I powered through them because they're huge bottles and they lasted me a long time. They're just not a recommendation for me. So these are completely trash. I will not repurchase these. I do want to mention there were a ton of testers that I had. I have had a ton of testers that my husband had in like a subscription box. I was stealing his, I was using those. I also had some advent calendars with some testers in there. So you guys are going to see like quite a few testers in today's video, but I tried to log like how long I was able to use the product really so that you guys can get an idea of like where my thoughts are coming from in terms of like longevity and use of it. That being said, I want to move on into the next product, which was kind of a tester size. This is the Philip B Peppermint Avocado Shampoo. It's supposed to be scalp invigorating and volumizing for all hair types. I did get this, I want to say in the Vogue advent calendar. I was able to use this for a couple of weeks because it's a shampoo. I don't go through shampoos very quickly. I also don't wash my hair every day. This on their website is actually sold in this size. So I'm calling it a tester, but it's kind of not. This size does retail for $15 on their website. They list this as what they call a global bestseller. I feel like it was nice. It was okay. I got to use it for a couple of weeks. I didn't notice that it did anything. It definitely didn't strip my hair. It's definitely like you can feel the peppermint right away. It definitely kind of invigorates the scalp. It's that cooling sensation. You know, for this size bottle for $15 for me, this is really just trash. I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase this. Also, I'm not the type of person that likes the scalp invigorating kind of peppermint feel. So it was nice. It was fine. It was a filler. It washed my hair. That's how I feel about it. The next is a mini. This is from Gisou. I bought this at the Sephora sale. It's the honey infused conditioner. So I got this because I wanted to test a new hair care product without breaking the bank. This does retail for $13 in this size on Sephora's website. The full size is 8.1 fluid ounces and it retails for $34. I did not find this an overly hydrating product, unfortunately. I wanted it to give me more moisture. I have had like honey hair masks in the past that I really enjoyed. I don't feel like this did the same thing. Didn't have the same effect. Didn't make my hair super sleek or frizz free or feel extra hydrated. So for me, this is just trash. I'm glad I got to try Gisu. I think it's Gisu and not Jisoo. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Gisu. I might try a different product from them, but it won't be this. I'm not gonna repurchase this. Let's move into some masks. I have one little mini that I got. I also want to say I actually got 2 of these. So I was able to test this more than just a couple of times that this application gave me. This is the Alpha Keratin Virtue Restorative Treatment Mask. I got one, I want to say, in the Vogue Advent Calendar, but I also got another one in another Advent Calendar. This was probably the Beauty Space NK one. This one is just 0.5 fluid ounces. It is a tester. The 1.7 fluid ounces retails for $34. The 5 ounces retails for $70. Has really great reviews. This particular one I was able to use like 2.5 times. I want to say the first time that I used it, I probably didn't put enough in and I probably didn't leave it on long enough because my hair just didn't feel overly hydrated. But the second time I used it, I really enjoyed it. The best thing about this product is it is so sweet. It smells so freaking good, you guys. It's like delicious little candy in a jar. It is so delicious. It made my hair smell so fruity and so good. And my husband was like, wow, your hair smells really delicious. So I really enjoy that. I also really enjoy the fact that it's an alpha keratin. I've been using a lot of products that have keratin in it for my fine thinning hair. This is definitely a product that I would consider getting like the 1.7 ounces for $34 to test it out. I do think it works, but I feel like with really long hair, or if you just want extra moisture, you really need to keep this in for like 10 minutes and just coat the whole thing. I feel like more is more with this product, not less. The next one is a hair treatment oil. I fell in love with this, guys. I'm just gonna give it away. This is the Moroccan oil treatment for all hair types. I got 3 of these testers in like free purchase with Sephora, and I got a ton of uses out of this. You only need like that much every time. So I was using this for like a whole month, this one little bottle. I have 2 or 3 other ones, and I'm working on another one right now. This was freaking fabulous. I didn't even realize how much I loved hair oils until I started using this. I have another one that I'm using right now that is by Living Proof, and I've had that one for a while, but I started using this anyway. I love this. The Living Proof could just go away. It is not as good as this. This is amazing. It gives me hydration without weighing my hair down. It does not make my hair feel greasy. This is 0.34 fluid ounces. The 0.85 fluid ounces is actually $18. Honestly, I think it's worth it. Like, I'm going to repurchase the full size of this. I think I'll probably use up the Living Proof one just because it costs, I want to say, like $34, and I definitely want to get my money's worth, but I'm not going back to it. I will definitely be repurchasing this, you guys. If all I kept doing was thinking about this, like, oh, I just couldn't wait to get out of the shower to put this in my hair. It just feels luxurious without weighing my hair down. That one is a huge recommendation. I'm gonna try not to jump around too much, but I wanna move into body products like shower body. I talked about this next one or this brand on my channel several times, the Soap and Glory. This is the Simply the Boost Revitalizing Body Wash. I feel like I have worked my way through every one of their body washes in the line because these generally retail for like $7, $8. This one I hadn't tried yet. This was my first time. This one is so weird. It doesn't even lather. It kind of foams up just a little bit, but it's the consistency of like shaving cream. It doesn't foam. Is that a soft lather? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. You can see how thick it is. Like, it's just coated the bottle. You know, this is just not my favorite. The smell is meh, it's okay. It's not the greatest smelling of their line. This is not a favorite of mine. I have others from Soap and Glory that I really like. I got this at Ulta, $7.99. I get a lot of mine from like Target, or I'm walking through CVS. I feel like Soap and Glory is a really good body care product for me. They're just affordable, one that I've come really accustomed to using that doesn't irritate my skin. So I recommend a lot of their stuff, just not this one. The next one that I have is actually kind of foot care. This is the Earth Therapeutics Tea Tree Oil Cooling Foot Scrub. I bought 2 of these from Ulta at $10 a piece. They have really good reviews. I do like to keep like a foot scrub in my shower. This is supposed to have wintergreen, chamomile, certified organic botanicals. All sounds great. It just didn't do anything for me. I don't feel like it's necessary to have an additional step. I feel like my body scrub would have done the same thing. I didn't feel any cooling sensation. Just okay. Just meh. This is also just trash for me. All right, let's move into some face wash products. The next one that I have is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. It's the all-in-one waterproof makeup remover. I know this is pretty old school, and I know a lot of people are using cleansing balms, and I have a cleansing balm and I've tried cleansing balms, you guys, but I just don't feel like they get off some of my more stubborn waterproof makeup, especially my mascara. The more pigmented ones, the pigment will just keep coming and coming. So even when I was using like my cleansing oils and my cleansing balms, it still wasn't taking off all of my mascara. I cannot leave this behind. I had been using the non-waterproof version for years, and then I decided to try the waterproof version. Now I have 2 other bottles. I think I have a backup plus the one I'm using currently, and I've used this one up. I just find that it's like the best thing to get off my more stubborn waterproof makeup, and I can't find a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil that just does as good of a job as this. I gotta give it to Garnier Old School Waterproof Makeup Remover. Yes. The next one I have, I've talked about on my channel also. This is the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Superfood Cleanser from Youth to the People. This has got to be like my 5th bottle that I've killed off. I brought this whole thing up here because I'm working on another one that I purchased actually from Fenty Beauty, but this is refillable. So, you know, I have bought the bigger versions and refilled this in the past. I've bought the little versions. I've bought all the sizes that they make. This particular size I think retails for $39 at Sephora. I absolutely love this. It doesn't dry me out. It gives me a good cleanse. It doesn't over foam. It smells very light and green tea-ish. This is perfect. I feel like it has helped with my sensitive skin, and I just feel refreshed and clean when I use this. It's one of the most non-abrasive face cleansers I've ever used. So I'm hooked on it. I highly recommend it. I have heard people say to me like that have dry skin say, oh, it dries me out. Okay, well then go in with a moisturizer afterwards. It doesn't dry me out personally. I just know that I have heard that, but you guys, I absolutely love this. I'm addicted to it. The next one is a little tester. This is the June Jacobs Naturally Serious Lemonade Makeup Removing Cleansing Gel. This is June Jacobs Lab. I've never heard of it before I got it. This one is 0.25 fluid ounces. The full size of this I think is 4 ounces. It does retail at $19. I got to use this for a week. That's all I got out of this, but I really don't use like a ton of face wash. You know, I use about a dime size. So this actually did last me 1 whole week. I hated this. This was awful for me. It personally made me break out. And I noticed because I started coming up here and filming videos and I would say, oh my gosh, look, I have one on my chin. Oh my gosh, I have one on my nose. The only thing that I changed in my skincare routine is I started using this guy. And yeah, it absolutely broke me out. It has a slight smell of patchouli. I don't like that. I dislike patchouli smell completely. I don't want it anywhere near me. Yeah, it basically smelled like lemon and patchouli. Just not a good product for me. Totally broke me out. Not a recommendation. Absolute trash. This kind of constitutes body, but I have to bring this up, you guys. This is the deodorant from Sol de Janeiro. I've been going through aluminum free deodorants like this, trying to find my best one. I've used Tom's, Native, Pari, this one. I feel like there was another one in there that I've tested. Every single one of them do not work for me. They aren't strong enough. They fade off halfway through the day, especially in the summertime in Florida. I need something that keeps my perspiration at bay. This is the very first one that actually has worked for me that has been aluminum free. It's also a delicious smelling product. It also is refillable. Not that that makes any difference. You guys don't think this is funny. Total cost of this is actually $16. The refill is $15. So I can like pull this out. It's just, it's not worth it to me. I might as well just buy like a new one. I don't want to keep using this icky thing. It's been like, you know, so yeah, I would just throw this away. I would recommend this to you guys. The only issue with it is it's very white and it left a white cast on every one of my like darker shirts. It was such a bummer because it's the first one to work, but yes, it leaves all of my shirts with this like kind of yellowish stain on it, you know, when I start sweating. So I can't use this. The smell is delicious. It's pistachio and salted caramel. I love Sol de Janeiro. I love all of their scents, you guys. This just, I'm done. I'm done trying aluminum free deodorants. None of them seem to be working. I went to the drugstore and I just bought myself an aluminum based deodorant. I hate it, but I did it. If you guys have any recommendations on aluminum free deodorants, please do let me know. Now moving on into some like skincare body care. I have this body lotion from First Aid Beauty. It's called the KP Smoothing Body Lotion and it has 10% AHA. I got this because it has the AHA and I was using another AHA body lotion that I really enjoyed. It's more kind of for the face, but I was using it for the body, like the chest and the bumps on my arms mostly. I didn't like this. I didn't feel like it really did anything. I don't think it like smoothed out my skin the way that some of my other AHAs have. This one also has kind of a weird scent to it. It kind of has like a, I don't know, maybe like a weird medicinal smell. It's very slight, but it's just not my favorite. And this whole bottle here retails for $28 at Ulta. So I think it's just pricier. I do like a lot of their products. They are generally made for people with sensitive skin. I purposefully buy First Aid Beauty products, but I don't think it did anything. For me, it was just a pass. I have tried other AHAs that I enjoy more than this one. It was a little bit too thin for me. Just, I felt like I was like using a ton of product and I didn't love the smell. Well, welcome to a new day, a new me. Would you believe it? I lost the middle part of the footage. My battery had died after I just got finished talking about the First Aid Beauty KP body lotion. I didn't notice until I started editing that I lost the entire middle part of the footage. Fortunately, I still had my empties because it's been a couple of days since I started filming the video and I had already linked the products in the description box, so I wasn't going to hold on to these, but I did still have them. So you will see me later on in the video. I'm going to be back in the other outfit, still filming in that very same day, but I did lose, I think, 2 sections of footage. So here I am jumping in to film the middle part of this video. Here's where we get into a lot of the little minis. I had a couple of body lotions. I treat my body lotions different than my face moisturizer, so I use body lotions all the time. And the next 2 I actually took from my husband from a subscription box that he had. He doesn't have it anymore, but they would send a lot of things that were made for men and he wasn't using them. He's not like a body lotion kind of guy. So I took the Maapilim Body Lotion. This is such a beautiful scent. It's sandalwood and vanilla. Normally this sells in a 5.9 ounce glass jar, but everywhere that I look, this is sold out on Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus. I don't know if they're phasing this product out or what, but it was delicious. It smells so freaking good. It must just be that I love the scent that they make for men, that really kind of like musky vanilla, maybe sandalwood smell. I noticed that when I was like opening my advent calendar from Macy's that I liked a lot of the more masculine scents. So anyway, I thought this was a delicious scent. This has omega-3 and 6, yeah, sandalwood, sweet almond, avocado, and vanilla. I love this. I wish that it wasn't sold out anywhere because I would definitely consider repurchasing that size. And I don't know, I probably got like a week out of it. The ones that I really, really loved that also smelled really good, I was able to use both of the Billy Jealousy Sake Bombs. Oh my gosh, this is one of my faves. You guys, this is the 0.5 ounce sample size. They do sell this on the Billy Jealousy website. These retail for 99 cents a piece. I've been able to find the 16 fluid ounces that is sold on Amazon, but it seems to be like sold out. And I don't see that size on the Billy Jealousy website. Anyway, these are the Sake Bomb moisturizers. They have yogurt powder that's supposed to stimulate collagen. They're smooth, they're silky. This is the kind of smooth, silky body lotion that keeps body lotioning, if you know what I mean. Like this is something that I could see some man like sticking by the side of his bed because it's just that kind of silky lotion, you know? Anyway, it's just a really sexy scent to it. It's very mild. Both this one and the Maapilim are very mild. I feel like I'm just really partial to the scent that they make for men. So if I could find both of these in like full sizes, I would definitely get them because I really prefer that scent. Now let's move on into some sunscreens. So the first one that I have again is a tester. This is from Shiseido. It's the Ultimate Sun Protector Lotion with SPF 50. It's got Synchro Shield in it and Wet Tech Force, whatever that is. I feel like it is trademarked. Maybe not, but it's supposed to be that the negative ions in the formula mix with the positive ions of your perspiration to really create a barrier on the skin of sun protection. This did win Allure Best of Beauty for 2020. The mini size is 1.6 ounces. It retails for $25. The 5 ounces is $50. They do sell both of those sizes at Sephora and Ulta. It does go on straight invisible. This almost has like it has like a little tint to it, but it definitely goes on fully sheer. It's basically like silk. I was putting this on and then like dropping my son off at school. I would like feel my face and it felt super silky soft. Like this, you definitely notice your skin feeling super soft, but it's such a high price point. Yeah, it's probably the most silky sunscreen that I have. I also feel like, you know, I get a good SPF out of my SPF 70 from Neutrogena. So I don't know if I would repurchase this, but it is like a really luxurious feeling sunscreen. The next one that I have is also one that I bought for my husband in like a set from Sephora. This is the Jack Black Double Duty Face Moisturizer with SPF 20. This has blue algae extract and sea parsley. Believe it or not, this 1.5 fluid ounces retails at Sephora for 18 bucks, just this size right here. The 3.3 ounces retails for 38.5, retails for 49, so it's pretty expensive. It is, of course, designed mostly for men. The blue algae extract and sea parsley is supposed to help like reduce inflammation. This is a face moisturizer in addition to an SPF, so it's supposed to be like a kind of a dual product. It has vitamin A and C. It feels great. Again, the smell here is just really, really nice. It smells delicious. I just love that sexy smell that they make for men. I'd like to just lather it all over me. I also loved the way that this felt. I think it did a decent job hydrating me. I like the idea of a face lotion and an SPF in one. I think that's fine. I don't seek out a face moisturizer that also has SPF in it, but this was good. Again, I'm just partial to the stuff made for men, I think. Now, let's go into some more skincare stuff specifically designed for the face. This next one I have talked about on my channel many, many times. This is the Youth to the People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. It's made with vitamin C, squalene, hyaluronic acid. I feel like squalene works really well on my skin. A lot of stuff that has squalene in it, I notice gives me an immediate plumping effect. I have repurchased this many, many times. This one right here in the 0.5 fluid ounces retails for $18 at Sephora. They have the 2 ounce size, that's $52. There's a ton of antioxidants in here that's supposed to lock down like vital hydration, or lock in vital hydration rather. This is one of the very first masks that I ever noticed waking up in the morning where I was like, oh my gosh, my face feels super hydrated and extra plump. So that's why I ended up repurchasing this so many times. And I haven't got a backup yet, but I do have another Use to the People product that was new, a mini launched from their line, so I ended up getting it. I'll update you guys. I think that's like the Air Whip moisturizer, but I'm not entirely sure. I will continue to repurchase this. As far as overnight masks go, you guys, this is a huge recommendation from me. Then the next one was another little tester. I totally lost the lid. This is from Lancer. It's extremely expensive. It's the Nourish Rehydration Mask with biopeptide and vitamin B3. This is a 0.25 fluid ounces little tester. They sell them in 1.7 ounces for $100. I ended up being able to use this for an entire week because I just used like a little tiny dot, and fortunately it was full enough that I could get a week's use out of it. This feels like silk on the skin. It's like a luxurious moisturizer. It feels like a lot like the Shiseido, just very, very silky. They say that you can put this on, leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes, tissue it off, or you can leave it on overnight for a deeper hydration. I never tissue my masks off. I let those suckers sink right into my skin and I sleep with them on. I feel like that just, it does give me a deeper hydration. I feel like I've definitely taken skincare more seriously, and even though I can tell that I'm aging gracefully or whatever, I still feel like my skin, like my face, not necessarily my neck, that's like a kind of dead giveaway at this point, but my face still feels young, you know, and like I'm doing something right. Anyway, I could be full of it. So I really enjoyed this, but I would definitely not pay $100 for 1.7 fluid ounces unless, you know, I had just a ton of disposable cash lying around, which I don't. I would honestly just rather reach for this because it's less expensive and I feel like it does a darn good job. Then let's do some daily moisturizers. I have a Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cream. I love the Kate Somerville AHA. When I was telling you guys about the First Aid Beauty one, Kate Somerville makes my favorite AHA. It is very expensive, but I also feel like it does something and doesn't irritate my skin. They do have the same size here, which is the 1.7 fluid ounces for sale, probably at Sephora, I'm pretty sure. Retails for $76. It's just in different packaging. The permanent packaging that's not like made for subscription boxes is the kind that you like push up the top, and I'm pretty sure it's a glass jar. I would hope so for 76 bucks, but I can't confirm. The AHA from Kate Somerville was the thing that made me fall in love with Kate Somerville. I really enjoyed this. I have used goat milk in the past. I've had like huge bottles that took me a long time to get through. Really enjoy goat's milk. Very nourishing on the skin, but yeah. Ooh, 76 bucks for 1.7 ounces. I mean, you know, that's basically like the Lancer. It's nice. Again, I wouldn't repurchase this. By the way, I got this in like a BoxyCharm a while ago, so I did not pay full price for this. Now I want to move on into some Kiehl's stuff. So the first Kiehl's thing I have is another tester. Probably got a week's worth out of this as well. It is an anti-aging face and neck cream, so that's how I was using it, like face, neck. I think I was using this in addition to my moisturizer. I wasn't using it like all on its own. I think you can, but this again, 1.7 ounces is $76. I actually really like a lot of Kiehl's stuff. This one, unfortunately, I just didn't feel like did anything extra, like more so than a lot of my other moisturizers that I like drag down my neck do for me. So No, this is supposed to visibly firm, lift, smooth, boost radiance, healthy complexion. I mean, it's all nice. Kiehl stuff is usually very, very effective for me. I just didn't feel like this one was worth it. So pass on the Super Multi-Corrective Anti-Aging Face and Neck Cream, I think is like the full name of it. The one that I do recommend from Kiehl's, and this is not the only one that I've tested of this, I have one actively going right now. This is the Powerful Line Reducing Concentrate. So this is the pure 2.5% vitamin C. This again is very expensive. The 1.7 ounces retails for $79. 3.4 is $130. This has 12.5% pure vitamin C with 10.5% of that being pure vitamin C and then 2% vitamin C diluted, and then also has hyaluronic acid. This is intense. Like if you want some really serious line reducing cream, Kiehl's is good. This is warm when it goes onto the skin. The only thing I don't like about it is that it has like a scent that lingers. I notice it on my hands the next morning. Even after I like wash my hands, I still smell it. Part of that is just because it's such an intense, powerful, concentrated product. I would think about repurchasing this, honestly. Like I target these lines right here and my forehead, and I feel like I visibly see a difference in the reduction of how deep the lines are when I use this. Again, I've got one actively going, so I've been able to test this for a good amount of time. That one I would consider buying. I put more emphasis on line reducing creams that are that concentrated for that amount of money, but not really like a moisturizer. Hopefully that helps you guys. There is just one more that I wasn't able to get through in the lost footage. That one is the Earth Harbor Nebula. This is the Adaptogen Clarity Ampule. So Earth Harbor does sell at Ulta. This one also came in a BoxyCharm. So this is a larger size than sells on Ulta. I think Ulta's is 0.3 fluid ounces. Earth Harbor makes a ton of ampules. They're all made for different things. This one happens to be a clarity ampule, which is supposed to be purifying. It's supposed to be good for people with acne prone skin. It's supposed to clear their congestion, clear their pores. The 0.3 fluid ounces on Ulta's website retails for 16 bucks. Actually, no, I was doing my research and I ended up finding this for $46 on the Earth Harbor website in this size. So I do know they make this 1 fluid ounce. The reviews for this on Ulta's website, I'm pretty sure, and their website are honestly great. They say great things about clearing up their acne. This has a consistency of like oil. So if you didn't know that this was a clarity ampule, you would probably think it's like a facial oil. It also is supposed to like give you this enhancing glow or glow enhancing effect on the skin. There are a lot of things that I use that brighten my skin. I use a lot of vitamin C's, I use hyaluronic acids, like I use a lot of serums that'll do that. So I was using this in conjunction with those, so I did not notice it doing anything to really make my skin more glowy. That is it for the me part of the video. You guys are gonna jump in. I know that I have footage where I'm wrapping up talking about this and just a couple more items. Bye. I honestly wish I had tried this back when I had cystic acne to see if it worked, because the reviews on this are fabulous. Everyone says that it cleared up their acne and unclogged their pores. Like the reviews are great. So I would have loved to have seen this work. If you guys have acne prone skin, this Nebula one might be one to check out. I just can't say whether or not I felt like it did anything for me. I didn't have any real acne to clear up. Now let's move on into the eyes. The first one that I have is just a little tester. This is from Origins. It's the Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. The 0.5 fluid ounces retails for $37. I think I found it on the Ulta website. It's supposed to depuff and brighten your eyes. It's very lightweight formula. It actually comes in shades. So it comes in a cool shade and a warm shade. I don't know why. It's kind of pearly. This one is the cool shade. It's like, you know, basically like a pearlescent kind of whiter shade, maybe off-white shade. And then the warm one is like a much deeper kind of peach. I don't really love eye products that are made for like depuffing, because I don't feel like my eyes get super puffy, like more so up here than down here. I used this for about a week. I didn't notice it doing anything. I didn't love it more than the next one that I'm going to talk about. I use a ton of different eye creams all the time. And for 37 bucks for 0.5 ounces, it's not worth it to me. I haven't found like an Origins product yet that I love. So that one for me is just trash. The one that I alluded to is from Mud Masky. This is the vitamin infused infused eye serum, supposed to reduce dark circles, moisture boost, vitamin boost, feeding, nourishing, firming, fragrance-free, pH balance. This particular size is $63 on their website. However, I was able to find this size in the 1 fluid ounce on Amazon for $29. I loved this. This is my second tube that I've finished off of this. This is like a gel. It's not like a moisturizer. It feels very gel-like. And usually I don't like gel-like consistencies around my eyes, but this one just really seems to firm the area around my eyes. Out here in my crow's feet, I feel like it firmed my, like under here where I start to get lines. I really enjoyed this. It's like the one gel product that I really like around my eyes. I'm pretty sloppy when it comes to applying eye creams. I kind of just like this, like I'm a crazy person. And there are some that I've gotten in my eyes and I've been like, oh, that kind of burns. This one doesn't burn. I recommend you guys try this if you're looking for a new eye cream, but get the one for 29 bucks on Amazon because this lasted me forever. This much product for 29 bucks I feel like is actually worth it. So that's a recommendation. Let's move on into lips. I have 2 lip products. First one that I have is a sleeping mask from Laneige. I feel like this is in the original shade. I actually did not finish this off. This is making it into an Empties video half done. I couldn't finish it. It expired. It smells rotten. It smells awful, like straight alcohol. I want to say I put this in my viral products that just don't work for me video because I am not a fan of Laneige lip masks. I know that a lot of people are. If you guys are watching this video and you love it, that's absolutely fine. It's just too thin of a formula for me. It doesn't feel super hydrating on my lips. I never feel like I wake up and I'm like, yeah, they feel so much more plump and hydrated. So I never found this did anything for me. I always found that it was like an absolute task to get through it. And that's why I didn't finish it. So this is trash. I will not be repurchasing this. But one that I do recommend you guys, super weird. This is from Kinder Beauty, KNDR Beauty. It's just their regular lip mask. I cannot find this sold by itself. This I can find sold as like a set on their website that comes with a scrub and it's $35. But this was amazing. Glass jar. Oh, there's like a little bit left in here. I'm gonna throw it on right now. It's honestly just much more hydrating. It's like a silkier feel too than the Laneige one that's kind of like maybe a little bit sticky. This one is like an oil-based, shinier and more moisturizing, but also not like goopy. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. My favorite one right now is from Ilia. I really enjoyed this and I'm sorry that they only sell this on their website with the scrub for 35 bucks. That means I won't be repurchasing it, but I absolutely loved it. Now let's move on into the makeup category. We have made it this far, you guys. I hope you're still hanging on in there. I have what you would assume I would run through very quickly, which is 4 different eyebrow products. I've gone through this so many times, I can't even tell you. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow in 2.5. It's also waterproof and I love it. It's like one of the few that matches my coolness of my brows in 2.5. It's my more longer lasting. It's a great in-between between creamy but a little bit dry of a formula. It doesn't slip off in 5 seconds. This one is actually in 3. So I finished off a 3, which is a deeper shade. I usually keep a 3 and a 2.5 in my collection. So this one is like when I do more vibrant eye look, I guess sometimes I would reach for 3. Highly recommend this. Highly, highly, highly. I hate to say it, still my favorite, even though I've found some comparable ones, which are like the one for one size is really good. The one from Sephora is really good. I also like this one, the e.l.f. Ultra Precision Brow Pencil. This one is in taupe. The reason that I won't be repurchasing this is because it is not waterproof. So this one fades off of me very quickly, but the taupe shade is very, very comparable to the Benefit Precisely My Brow. It's just not a long-lasting formula. Then this one from Rare Beauty, I will not be repurchasing. This is her original. So this is the Brow Harmony. This one is in rich taupe. All of her brow products are way too dark for me. Even the one that's like the blonde, the natural blonde, it's also too dark. I have that one. This one comes with a gel on one side and the pencil on the other, and the pencil is the thicker teardrop shape. This is way too creamy of a formula. I don't use gels, so this looks like it deposits way too much product. I feel like I've used it once or twice. This is not a recommendation. It slips off too fast. All of her shades are too deep. I also don't think there's enough shades in her line. The one thing that Benefit does is like just bombard you with a million shades, and that's perfect because I feel like that'll get us so much closer to our actual brow shape. So this is trash for me. The next one that I have is the Kosas Brow Pop Nano. This one is in medium brown. This is the most finely tipped brow pencil that I've ever tried. I feel like this is good for a particular purpose. If you're trying to do like super fine, thin brow strokes. This was a waste of my time for how I apply my brows. I honestly just fill it in. This didn't do anything for me. This did win Allure Best of Beauty for 2023. I don't even hear anybody talking about it. Plus it kept breaking on me because it was so thin, so that's trash for me. Then I finished off 2 mascaras. I finished off another Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. I'm going to retire this product. I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna repurchase it. I just feel like the downside to this is that even though it's volumizing, it's beautiful, it's pigmented, it's great, everybody loved it, it had its moment, I feel like it transfers just too much for me. So I found ones that do similar things. Yes, they're more expensive, but I never run the risk of transferring, so I'm done. I'm gonna retire it. Would I repurchase it? Absolutely. If I was in a pinch, I'd grab for this in a second. But there's too sweaty here, it's too humid here in Florida, it transfers too much on me, so I'm done. Good night, Essence Lash Princess. And the very final product is a repurchase also. This is the Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara. It's fabulous. Like, it is also such an intensely pigmented mascara that gives really good volume and length. The thing is though, my freaking products, like, they dry out so fast with Tower 28. They're a clean formula anyway. This one just dries out so fast. I went through this very, very quickly. I want to say like in a 3-month time span. Also, the bristles here, they're a little too pointy for me. Sometimes I will nick myself and it will hurt and I will jump. I think it is gorgeous for everything that it is supposed to do. Volumizing, lengthening, pigmented. Problem is it dries out too quickly, and honestly the wand is not my favorite. So I am done repurchasing this. I am also going to retire this guy. But if you guys haven't tried it, you should, because it is darn good. I just feel like it dries out in 3 months. So anyway, that is the end of my video, you guys. That is all the products that I have been testing in the last couple of months. I feel like I have been working hard, like it was my job to get through these products. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I would love to hear your comments of some of the stuff that you've tried or anything that you guys have to add. Maybe you can give me recommendations on that aluminum-free deodorant. I would love that. I am out of here, and I hope to catch you all in my next video. Bye, guys.